Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 54 of trying to reach the rating of 2000 ELO online, and I'm back to 1898. So I'm only one game away of reaching 1900 for the first time ever. Okay, well, finally we got a game against the 1990 Poonam Shriya from India. Okay, so we're gonna play the Carl Khan. Okay, is she gonna play the two knights? Might. Yeah, we take. She's gonna take with the knight. I'm gonna attack with the bishop. The knight goes back, and here we gotta be very, very careful because the two knights attack is really, really potent. Okay, so you need to be really sure what you're doing. She's gonna go back with the knight. We're gonna go here. She's gonna put the knight there. We have to go queen here. I'm pretty sure it's knight to e5, but then we have to play queen to d6. Because whenever she takes, we take with the queen and everything's fine. If she played this. And if she not, like if she didn't play it, like, and I still think it's okay, like maybe we can, okay, so now he's planning this. If this, a blunder to go back. If this, a blunder to go back. Because that will allow the queen in, and now we're gonna get into really, really, really bad stuff. And also a variation as well, like you can put the bishop here, but I don't like that. Okay, so now she plays this. She don't want to go for this one, and she definitely don't want to play this anymore. So now we simply go back with the bishop, and definitely she's gonna play bishop to d3. But the idea here that you don't have, like you cannot play right now because takes, and you'll be losing a pawn. So she might develop a knight. We're going to develop our knight, we're going to get the pawn out, get the bishop out, develop the knight. You know, just basic stuff. I do believe the best move for her is not to attack me, is to force me to do this move, and now she has to play knight to e5. Force me to play queen here, because if I blunder and I play bishop back, she can play this and a lot of attacks on me. But she simply did not play any of that, and she simply pushed the pawn. And this is really, really less forcing. I mean, she's a 1990. She is supposed to be, she's supposed to know the variation when you just attack with the knight. But even if she played it, I'm just gonna put the queen there. Here, the idea behind this move is to put the bishop there. Now, she couldn't play that move here because she would be losing a pawn in that way. So this ensures that the queen is not attacking anymore. So she can play this. I would take, the queen would take, and the game will continue. But I do believe that I'm gonna just develop my knight to a good square in the center, and next I'm gonna play e6. But I do believe she's gonna play bishop to d3 now, like 100% sure. After bishop to d3, we're simply gonna play bishop takes, queen would take, and then we're gonna play e6. And you know, we're gonna continue with the bishop on d6, knight to d7, yeah. All of this has been played before many times. Okay, now we play e6. The knight here is not a problem, like whatsoever, because you can simply play knight to d7 or bishop to d6, your choice. She can choose to play here, bishop to f4, but I do believe we have knight to d5 right away. She plays this, we attack one more time, and she's gonna lose the bishop for a knight. So the strongest piece she has right now is maybe the bishop here, to stop me from putting my bishop there. Bishop to d2, bishop to d2. So she's trying to castle this way. Okay, and we can never put the queen here because when she castles, we cannot win the pawn because we're losing the queen, right? And putting the queen here, trying to attack a pawn, she can simply just castle and she's defending the pawn. So I don't like that either. I like the move bishop to d6, threatening to double the pawns. Bishop to d6 seems fine. She's gonna play this, I'm gonna take, the queen would take, and the game will continue. Okay, I like bishop to d6, so let's just play it. And I do believe she's gonna play knight to e4 first before castling. Because I do believe this is the best move, or the top move because I've seen this before, or it happened to me before, and they played knight to e4. We simply don't want to give the bishop away because her bishop is really strong as well. Yeah, now we just take the knight. She's gonna take with the queen. And now, yeah, this move I told you it doesn't serve a lot because she can just castle and protect. I like knight to d7, knight here. So let's just develop our knight to a good square. She doesn't have any pushes. She's gonna try to castle. We're gonna put a knight on f6, attacking the queen. Maybe playing queen to b6. Castling queenside seems very unhealthy. And castling here, I really hate this kind of sacrifices. Okay, so now we just develop the knight to a good square, attacking the queen. There is no way for us to win a pawn or to do any kind of damage. We can never put the queen here, try to win a pawn because, of course, the queen is hanging. Okay. We can never play this because of this move. And we kind of can go there. So this, here, here, but there's this move. And if we give it check, we will be losing a piece, so it's not a good move. So we have queen to b6. I do believe it's a good move in trying to castle this way. And the rook will be attacking the pawn. I like it. But the knight here will be a problem. Like when we try to castle this way, the knight will be a problem, and we don't want to give the bishop away for it. And castling here seems very... I mean, I'm sure there's no sacrifices here, but it weakens my structure. Here, she might play this, trying to castle, then I would go here. We can simply play a rook there, and then play knight here. So I'm just gonna develop. We're gonna make sure it's doesn't blunder anything. I like this move. But what about this? And she pushes the pawn. So should I start pushing? I really like the move a5. a5, there's no potential weaknesses here. I'm just gonna play a5. I'm gonna start a queenside attack with the pawns. I'm not gonna try to castle that fast because she doesn't have any way to actually make use of this, my king being in the center. Because even if she pushed here, we can take with the knight without damaging the pawn structure. Even if she played this and this, we can simply take and put the knight there. So she doesn't have any way to actually, cause me some trouble because my king in the center. And my idea behind a5, sorry, I want to play a4, and I want to play this. If you take, it will allow my pieces in, and if you do not take, we'll make this very, very weak square, so maybe we would have something in the future, I'm not sure. And I really kind of want to play this move, but we can attack right away. And my idea behind this move that I want to put the bishop there, trying to trade off, and put the knight there, attacking the queen, and the queen, simply just a good square for the knight. No, nothing is bad here. But she's trying to play the knight there. And that I freaking hate. So what about putting the bishop here? She's gonna attack. What about pushing the pawn? She's gonna play this. I simply go back with the bishop, but where? I like the bishop being here. She never has this. I really want to push the pawn. And I really don't want to take. Like, that seems so idiotic to do. And knight here will not serve me anything because then I will go back. As I told you, that her main plan is to go here. So maybe we cannot play this because we lose the pawn. So I'm just gonna push the pawn and she will definitely play knight to c4. She's trying to attack my bishop, and I'm really contemplating whether to put the bishop on e7 or c7. Here stops her bishop from being very active, and here it supports my pawn to be pushed, because the knight here will be protecting this. So if I went like here, maybe I have the time to push here. Whenever she takes, I can take, because when the knight takes, I can take with the rook and I'm attacking, and my queen will slide in as well, or here because there's the bishop. So I do believe she's going to play knight to c4, and if she did not, she might play... Okay, that's really something you're not supposed to play. Maybe her plan is to push this pawn and to be annoying to me. Seems okay for her, but kind of don't like it. I want to push. I'll just push. She cannot play this right away because we can simply take, and if she takes with the knight will be pinned, the queen will get in, the rook will be slicing. I mean, and if she did not take, she simply pushed the pawn. That's a very powerful pawn. And then all we have to deal with is simply this pawn being pushed here. It's actually a really great move, trying to force me to take. And if I take with the pawn, my king is so dead. So she pushed the pawn, nice. I want to play queen to b6, attacking the pawn. She wouldn't have any kind of discoveries, so I like this move. And trying to prepare to castle after like maybe we take, because the bishop now is not active. The bishop is trash, unless we play a move like this, but it's really bad. This move, she can never play this, because we can simply take, and when takes, we take, we're up a pawn. So I like this move, queen to b6. The idea is very simple. There's a pawn hanging, and I'm moving away out of this, because the rook is really powerful. And when I take, she definitely want to take with this pawn, and if I try to put the knight there, she's going to attack me one more time, and I'm going to move my knight, and the rook will be attacking me after she makes like a bishop move or something like that. And here, when I take this pawn, there's no kind of discoveries whatsoever, because we have a check first, win a pawn, try to promote, and our king is safe for now. But this pawn push is really, really annoying. I don't know how to stop it, actually. I don't think that I can stop it either. And if I try to castle now, the rook will be here and the rook will be here, and that's simply a fork. So if she tried to defend the pawn, maybe I'm going to take. She would take with this pawn, obviously, as I told you. I'm going to put the knight here. She's going to attack. I'm going to play this. She's going to try to defend the pawn. And we simply try to castle this way, and the rook will be a little bit active. But here will make my rook there, which is really not cool. I want to castle this way and use my rooks. Even if she defends, we actually have this move, c5. I'm trying to take and open up the king. She cannot block, she needs to move away. The queen will slide in, the rook will go here. From 2016. Yo. Like 8 years ago. She can move the bishop to defend the pawn. She can push this pawn, which is a little bit not cool. Imagine I have to sacrifice. Like, imagine she plays this and I take. She would take, I'm going to push the pawn. How she's going to stop me from making a queen? Wait a second. This. She can simply move her king and her rooks will do the job. So it's not a good move. Oh, Oh shit. Oh no. I was thinking about this, but what about takes? Wait, this takes with a check. I move here, and now she might have some kind of discoveries like, oh, bishop here. I go there. Oh, I like this move for her actually. I take the pawn, she would take with a check, I would take, she's gonna move her bishop attacking me with the rook. I move back trying to defend the knight, she would take, I'm gonna take. And she simply tries to double up here, but I do believe that I can adjust castle. Yeah, so this move, not that much. Bishop here seems quite good, so bishop here I like it. And that would be a blunder because that's attack on the knight and attack on the queen. So I do like bishop to e3 for her, but bishop to e3, yeah, just bishop to e3. What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, bishop to e3. I'm simply gonna play knight to d5. If she tries to attack, that's your plan. I mean, that's better. Bishop here is better. But anyway, she's the one who's playing, so I can castle right now, but that's a blunder because we blunder this. Wait a minute. If I castled, the rook will be here. That's a fork. I play this check. She blocks, I take, the rook would take, or the queen would take. And that's bad. Very bad. I can take, she definitely want to take like this. I play this move, attacking the pawn. I do believe the knight is very, very strong, and I have to remove the knight. Her bishop is trash right now. And I do believe she's going to take with this pawn because that will open up her bishop, that will open up her rook. So a very wise decision is to take with this pawn. But after she plays this, I'm going to play knight to d5, threatening some stuff here. Also here, knight to d5, threatening to win a pawn. And also here, knight to d5, we can actually castle. So this, and if she did not attack me right away, I simply win a pawn. But it's not that obvious. Like this. We can play a check. She takes, I take with the knight. Attacking the rook, attacking the pawn, she plays this. I'm not sure, man. So yeah, she took with that pawn. Great choice. But what I believe, after knight to d5, there is the potential bishop to f2 right away. So knight here, bishop here, the queen would go back, she'll play this. But I just win a pawn, like. Putting the knight in the center is really a good thing, right? This move is a blunder because it simply loses a pawn. But no. After this move, I can never take. Like this takes, the queen would try to get in, and I don't have a way to defend my knight or go back to safety, so I'm losing the knight. She tries to defend because now she want to push c4. But what I have right now is queenside castling. These seem very unhealthy. And she want to attack with this move, with this c4 push. And I can play this check, force a trade, put the knight there, attacking the rook, and simply rewrite the knight there. She would attack. I just like this move, man. But I do believe she's gonna play this move. How about just I force the queen trade? I can force the queen trade. She would take, I'm gonna take with the knight. Her rook is hanging, she's gonna go there. I simply go back, she plays this. She's gonna have too much space with her pawns, and I don't like that. But my pawn is defended. I can play this check. So should I play it? Check. She will take. I'm gonna take with the knight. She can play any bishop move or rook move. We simply gonna go back to the same square because this move will not work. This move here is a bad move. Check, takes, knight. Rook will attack me. I simply go back. She's playing this. And we simply just retreat like this. Put the king there and I decided to play this. Let's go. Because this move, I mean, look, if she's gonna have too much space, at least she can have that space, but with no pieces on the board. Like we're gonna trade we're gonna trade the strongest pieces now. Now she having too much space will not really make any difference. Yes, this move seems very, very ugly. That's just a blunder, not ugly. Going here, she simply want to push, and we're actually giving her space, but in return, we want to put the knight there, king there, and we're activating the rooks. So I like this move, and there's no way to overthink this, but I do believe she's going to play c4 right away, and we don't have this knight move, because she can simply take us. So after the c4 push, we put the knight on b6, we put the king on e7, and we try to trade off the rooks, because, yeah, but this move is a little bit bad. You know why? This move, because it allows the bishop to be activated with a tempo. But this move, she moves the bishop and I go here, she's gonna double up and I simply put the rook there. You trade off everything and who's winning this? Not sure. But I do believe that I want to put the knight there. She definitely needs to move the bishop. Seems like a very healthy option that I did not fucking see. Oh wow. Oh wow. I did not calculate this. What a bozo. Bishop to b4. Like bishop to b4, we can play this, but she's gonna put the bishop there. We're gonna push the pawn, and we're gonna play this. She's gonna go there. Yeah, that's a good move. Good job. Great move. I love this. We can play b6 to prepare this, but after b6 she can push. But I play this, she can go take. So we can now play this, she can take us. So now the king, the stupid king, can now move. And her next move is the double up. I did not see bishop here. So I have to play this. She's gonna double up and I simply attack her bishop. I like this move. Here she might push. I simply go here and good luck moving your bishop to a good square. What about this? And she plays this. I attack her. The bishop would move somewhere else and I need to defend the pawn. I don't care about the pawn. This is definitely not that strong. This move, so I like the move bishop to d6 for her. I like this move for her more. But this move will allow me to get my king here and my king here. I'm not really sure what I'm talking about. I simply blundered this. I did not see it. Because my entire plan was to put the king on e7, trade off the rooks, and because she's overextended with her pawns, she will be the one who's losing this endgame, because I might have a bastard at some point. But I completely missed the bishop being here. That stops my king from being there. But she's in 1990. Like I'm not sure how many points I'm gonna get. Let me just see. 10 points if I would win. 2 points if I draw. Oh my god, 2 points. So I can ask her for a draw and reach 1900. Imagine that. We can get a draw against 1990 and reach 1900. If I were her, this bishop to d6, like right away. Attacks a piece, threatens to push the pawns, make this possible. Like, I'm not sure what she's thinking about here, but I do believe that I want to play king to d8. If she takes, we take. She tries to double up. We simply put the rooks there. We trade off everything, and I'm the one who'll be winning this endgame. Are you sure about that? That does not look like a healthy option for her. Is she for real right now? c5 will attack the bishop. The bishop needs to move, and whenever you put the bishop, your bishop sucks. After this move, we need to defend the pawn. So this, she might go here to move the king to put the bishop there and to win the pawn. So this, she moves the bishop. I'll play this move. She would take a pawn, but I will play rook to d8 and I have control of the open file. She plays this, pinning my knight. We'll simply play rook to d7. She plays this, we take, the king would take, and we simply defend or play this. I'm just gonna play this move c5. Let me see what her plan is. Definitely not taking one of these two pawns, or taking this one. What about just taking the pawn here? I would take her bishop, she's gonna take. I don't think that's a healthy option to do, because I'm just gonna castle, get my king to safe, and no way she's gonna take either of these two pawns. No way. Or this one. She needs to give it to go back with the bishop. And if I were her, I'm gonna play bishop to d2. The idea that she can put her king there, use the bishop to attack the pawn, and force my rook to be, defending. It is the exact same thing for this one, for this pawn. The rook is forced to defend here, and my rook is forced to defend this. But after the bishop moves here, I might just push the pawn. So she can go back with the bishop, and I simply push the pawn. She will play this. I'm gonna take, attacking the rook. The rook would attack my pawn. Bishop there. She is so fixated on the idea that she want to put the rook there, and she just wants to put the rook there. There is no attack whatsoever. Playing this. What about playing this, attacking me? I'll play this. You want to take? I'm gonna take. You want to take? Good thing for her. What am I supposed to do here? This pawn is not defended. I cannot defend like this because I'll lose the defense of this one. This move here sounds very ugly because there's this move. Yes, I can castle. The rook will be here. Where am I gonna put my knight? Here. I don't like my position. This move, she can play this in between. But I can play this. She would give me a check and I move away. And then she would play this, but I'd simply attack her, then defend my position. I like this. What about b5 takes, knight takes? That's a fork. She doesn't have any checks. The rook would go here, and I'm simply gonna take and have control of the open file. I like this move. And what about this? Yes, we play king to d7. But no, what about this and this and this? And she takes a pawn. In a bush, she plays this and I play this, attacking both of the bishop and the rook. Oh, sounds so ugly for me. I'm not sure what to do. Can I defend like this and try to castle and use the rook there? But it doesn't do anything. This, she might play this right away, attacking my knight. And I can defend at least with the rook. But this move blunders the pawn, you bozo. Playing this, she doesn't have anything right now. She might play this move that attacks my knight. But I can play this. She will play a check and I'm gonna move here. She might play this now. And I simply play a rook here. No, we lose the rook. This, What about this? This seems healthy, but we're gonna lose the pawn because there's no defenders. This, she might play this, you would take. I like this move so much, but there's this move. And we can play this, but we're gonna lose the pawn. Putting the knight there, she might take us. We put the knight here, she might take, and she's up 2 points. Playing the rook here, she would take. We can play this move, but that's a check and we lose the rook. Why am I thinking all these stupid moves? Rook to b8 or rook to a6. Rook to a6 leaves the defense of the back rank. Rook to b6 defends this and the back rank. What? She would like to chat, accept. Play. Shut up, bitch. Let me think. What about this? And she pushes the pawn, and when I take, they can put the bishop there and I can castle, but then she can take. Oh, this move seems very bad. And she can play it anyway. Rook here, this or this. Here she might play this, attacking my knight, and at least I can put it there. I'm just gonna play rook to b8. I do believe one of her best moves is either b4 or rook to d1. Rook to d1, I simply gonna castle. She will play this move, attacking the knight. I'll simply put the knight there. Continue the game by putting the knight there. She would take, I'm gonna take. She doesn't have any way to attack my pawn. And the game will continue. But I just blundered. I mean, oh my god, that blunder just allowed the bishop. Only the fact that the bishop went here gives her too much advantage. But I simply did not see it. My plan was to put the king there, trade off all the rooks, make some pawn breaks, and use the king to attack the pawn here. That was my entire plan. Yep, that's a move. Good move. I'm not sure what it does. I'm gonna castle. She's gonna put the rook there. We're gonna play knight here. She can play this, but we're gonna simply trade off everything. Okay, we're gonna castle. I'm not sure why it's not a good move. She might play this, why I did not see it. Yeah, she can play this. And if I try to play rook to d8, she's simply gonna take me, and when I take, I lose the pawn. But I have rook here. But she can go back with the bishop defending. And I can sack, and only if even she can stop it. Even she can stop it. That's so idiotic. What? What should you what? Play. Fast. BLYFST. What is wrong with this generation, man? We just wanna use less letters to speak. Oh, that move I don't like. I thought she was gonna play rook to c6. I'm not sure what it does, but because I'm gonna go there. Oh, got it. After this, she can put the rook there, but I have rook here. And then I can put the knight there and take stakes. I like the knight being there. She's gonna play this, and she's only thinking about, oh, he's gonna put the knight there because that's his only square, and then she's gonna win the pawn, and I cannot take it because the rook is defending. But she thought wrong, because after she puts the rook on a7, I'm simply gonna play rook to a8. You take me, I take, and I'm still defending indirectly this pawn. My position would be so much better if there was no rooks here. Yeah, that's her idea. Now we play rook to a8, right? Now she might be thinking that, oh, I got rook to d7. But still not a good move. Even if she played it, it's not a good move. Yeah, it's not a good move. I can play this. You would take, I'm gonna take. You're gonna put the rook there, I'm simply gonna take it. What about this? That's suicidal because we're blundering mate. What about just taking? She's gonna take. We're gonna go there with the knight. She's gonna take my pawn. We're gonna play a check. And how can I get to the pawn here? I only have 3 minutes. What about takes? Takes. Going back, she's gonna take. I'm gonna put a knight there. She's gonna play this. I'm gonna go here. But we're giving away a pawn. We're giving away a pawn. What about takes? Takes. Playing this. She would take a pawn because she's greedy. We play this. She doesn't have the knight in or the rook here. I'm simply gonna play rook d8. But what about this, this, and this? And she takes, and I simply play rook to d8, stopping the king from being active. But then she's gonna go back with the rook, and I can now move my knight because she would take it, and she's up a pawn. Should I go for it, or should I put the knight there? She's gonna take, I'm gonna take. I don't like my position of my pawns. I'm gonna take the rook. I made my choice. Okay, now this she would take. Obviously, we're gonna play a check. We can never have a way to win this. So if I played this, she plays this. I simply cannot defend the pawn here. So this, I'm only thinking about she taking here, but then play this. She plays this. I try to defend. So I have the knight here. She would definitely just take and try to win the pawn. I cannot defend it, so I like this move, knight to b8. If she's a good player, she will not take this one. She would try to win this one, if she's a good player. And if she found it, I'm screwed. I lost the game. Rook to b7. Because I'm so fixated on this idea that she's going to take, and I did not think about rook to b7. But what about rook to b7, and I simply play rook to d8? We take the pawn. I attack you. But she can put the rook there. Oh, so freaking annoying. If she played this, she's really good. Fuck yeah, good job. We can play this, but she's gonna take. And we can never put the rook there because she can simply take us with the check. When we move away, she's gonna go there, she's defending, and everything's fine for her. So I have two options, knight here, knight here. Knight here, she's gonna take. I'm gonna go there, she's gonna take, I'm gonna take, she's gonna put the rook there, and she's gonna win the second pawn. What about just pushing the pawn? If I'm gonna lose it anyway, takes, she's gonna take with the pawn, and now my knight cannot get into the game. That's so idiotic. What about this? She would take. No. This, she would take. I'm gonna put this, and she would take. Too much. I'm losing this. Okay, what about this? She would take. I'm gonna play this. Try to put the knight there. She's gonna push. This is my only option. This, we can never put the knight there. Yeah, just go back. If she's smart, again, she's gonna play this. Oh, you slutty. Okay. How can I defend everything? You cannot. So let's play this. What is the idea? I have no clue. I just want to attack the bishop, try to use this. She push, takes, and we try to make some counterplay. These two only if they were defended. Oh, nice move. Please take me the pawn. She's so good. Only all of this because of the bishop here. All of this because of the bishop is capable of going to b4 and stopping my king from being on e7. All of this. Can you imagine that? One move takes away the entire position of you. Now she will never draw. I'm gonna offer a draw. But she's obviously gonna decline. If I were her, I was gonna decline, so I'm not gonna be bad about it and tell her that she's a bad player. But we're both low on time, so I'm really hoping that she's gonna like take the draw, because that will give me 2 points. I'll be 1900. She might take it or she might not. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Come on, take the draw, take the draw, take the draw. She can obviously win this by simply, oh, ugly move. What the hell is wrong with you? Takes. Playing this, you're gonna push. That's your plan. So takes. You simply can put the knight there. You don't have this push anymore. And because we can simply take you. And when you take, I'm gonna take with the knight. You go here, I simply go back. You put the king there. That's so bad. That is so bad. You don't have the bishop here. You don't have the bishop. Yeah, she has the bishop here. Oh my god, I did not see that. I did not fucking see that. But wait, the bishop here, I simply go there. You go here, I simply go there. Oh, this. Let's just take here. I don't have any moves. Fuck me. I don't have any moves, man. I have a check. Only a check. I can put the knight there, but that will make her a queen. That's so bad. I'm not sure why I'm helping her, moving her king. She can just make a. We need to take. And this. Which move is better? This. She's gonna keep restricting me. She's gonna go for the pawns. What about playing this? She's gonna take. I'm gonna try to push my pawn. This. No, this. She's gonna go for the pawn. And this move. Play it or not. I mean, this is my only hope. I'm not sure. She can just make the pawn. She can also stop it. Oh my god. She's really good. This girl is really good. I'm not sure why she's not pushing the b4 pawn. I mean, are you bozo? Come on, push the pawn. Stop defending! Oh my god, she's so fixated on the idea that she might lose. She's even gonna take the pawn. Oh my god. Her best move was to push the b4. Now she needs to move the king. Fuck yeah, good job. And now we're gonna try to go for a draw. How? I have no clue. She needs to go here. Ooh la la. Go here, we might. Why did I push the pawn right away? Whenever you're going to be losing, just go to the corner. We have 2 minutes. Try to find a way. This. We need to go to the corner. But she's gonna play this. I can go here. What about just going here? She's gonna play a check, I'm gonna take. What about this? And she moves the king. I simply go back. She's gonna use her king, I'm gonna go there. I just wanna go here. I'm sure that I'm losing, but if I were her, I'm gonna play a check. Here, push. Fuck yeah, good job. Going here, she's gonna go there, and I can go here. So this will lead to more time consumption for her. Like she needs to keep, she moves to move the king. Oh my god, I'm losing. She can just move the king. What an idiot. Move the king, now you cannot push. It's getting closer to a draw, but I'm not sure how to draw it. She will make a queen, but if she make a queen, that's a draw. If this, she can move her king. What about going here? Moving the king will lead to a draw. Here she pushes the pawn, I simply go there. Let's go here. Oh my god, she's also an idiot. Like, king here wins the game, forces me to go up. I'm not sure why did she make this move. So bad. So bad of her. This will allow the pawn to be pushed, so I'm just gonna go here. I'm losing this if she played king here. Fuck yeah. We can go here, and she can never play this, and she can never play this sack. Wait, this sack, take, king here, and yeah. This, she can sacrifice the pawn, and if I take it, she's gonna go here with the king, and now she can make the pawn. If I went here, that's simply just this, and this, she's gonna make a queen anyway. Let's just go here, and let's see if she's gonna find the good move, b7. I mean, anyone would see this. Yeah, good job. We would take king to d7, and we tell her GG, and we resign, because there's no way for us to stop it from resign. Back to 1892. Look at that. I really, really hate her bishop. Her bishop gave her all the chances. Now we're gonna review the game together and we're gonna see what mistakes we have made. I'm pretty sure the only mistake that I made is to allow the bishop being on here before. Give me a game review, chess.com. I did not. Okay. I played with an 84.4. She played with a 90.4. No mistakes, no blunders like that. Wait, what? That game didn't go your way, but there are some good moves to review. Let's take a look. Okay. Playing the Caro-Kann. All of this been played before. And the move for her is to play this. Or, after she plays this and I play this, she's supposed to play knight to e5. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I'm sure knight to e5 was the best move, but she did not play it. Okay, now all of this just been played before. Better for me, what? Play knight to d7 first, okay. But we're still like, oh my god, the amount of times this been played before. What was I supposed to do here? Okay. Wow, that's a great move. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This prevents the opponent from being able to reveal an attack while pawn. Okay. I mean, that's so obvious. They gave her a great move. Come on. Go back with the queen. That's so bad. That was a miss? Ooh. And this we could have went here. But that would be possible. Wow. I'm not sure why I did not think about that. And now she has an advantage because too much... Ah, that's the move, man. That's the move that gave her everything. I'm not sure there was any way to hold this anymore. That's just simply dead. Taking was best. Putting the knight back was great. She played perfectly. Like, what a game for her. I was not supposed to take. But I thought that I can hold this. And she simply made a queen, and that just up too much of material. I really will be dead. No, there's no way for her to lose this game or draw this game, because I'm definitely losing this. She definitely had multiple ways to win this, but faster. But anyway, great game by her. You had a pretty competitive game there. Your opponent had a good opening, but you were on another level. It was a well-fought middle game that your opponent got the better of. Your opponent found some good moves in the end game. She played like a 2250, I played like 2100. Great game. I enjoyed this game, but only if I won or at least draw the game, because I was so close to reaching 1900. But I did not. But in the next game, in the next video, we'll be reaching that soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.